my question is that whoever Gavin Hunter brings into the starting lineup on Sunday, are these guys really motivated enough to win it?
Your predictions, obviously, what do you guys think, the lineup will be? How do you think we're gonna, what's going to be the tactics? How is Gavin Hunt going to go? But, because we know Maritzburg, like Gift also mentioned, and I think Ivan said so. Maritzburg is a very difficult team for us last season. And we know, I don't know if they made any signings this season. I'm not sure. Maybe Ivan will know if they made any signings this season. But Tinkler is like a master at tactics. He's a master at reading the game, reading Kaizer Chiefs. How can Gavin Hunt use the knowledge he has against Eric Tinkler? Ivan, you can start. Yeah.
So there's nothing official yet, but there's two players that are rumored to be loaned out to Maritzburg from Sundowns. And we heard about Ofori going to Pirates. I mean, that's a big loss. You've got a very strong goalkeeper who, if we look at defensively, Maritzburg were decent last season, and he does command. Yes, he's a young goalkeeper who made mistakes, but generally he also saved them a number of times. So losing him, I don't know what it would do to Maritzburg, because it seems to be the theme at Maritzburg. They tend to lose their top players season by season. But, looking at the MTN8, the MTN8 is a bit awkward, man, because it's an off-season cup, where this will be the first game. Yes, we can say that fatigue, they're not that rusty, considering that they just played a couple of weeks ago, right? But it's an off-season cup, so it's a bit awkward to be giving out predictions. Look, I think I'll be just doing a guessing game here if I say which team is going to win from my side, because we don't know what's happening at training. I mean, with new signings from teams, and if we're looking at Maritzburg, we can more or less say that it's the team that we saw last season, so no changes there. But what about motivation? Are they going to be as fiery as they were last season against Chiefs, or are they going to be different? Similarly to Chiefs, is Chiefs going to bring it with a new coach, or is there still something that they still need to figure out? So it's a weird one. It really is. But it's an off-season cup, guys. I don't know. MTN8 is an awkward one. It really is. I don't know. I've never got it right before in saying this guy will win it, because you've got this teams get knocked out, all the big teams, and you only left with the other guys, or you've got the whole semi-final situation going on. It's only when after the second leg of the semi-final, then you'll be like, okay, there's a bit of form from the league and playing the cup. You can most be like, okay, this team plays well, that team plays well. But here, you're just going on a limb and saying, I think they're going to kick it on, or they're going to kick it on. So, I don't know. But based on last season, it's definitely going to be a very, very good game.
Hansa?
Yeah, it's pretty tough to call, considering the fact that the team has just played over a month ago. But my question is that whoever Gavin Hunter brings into the starting lineup on Sunday, are these guys really motivated enough to win it? Because let me tell you, they don't need fellow men to motivate them. The jersey in which they're wearing, it's motivation enough for them to really perform. You wear the Kaizer Chiefs jersey, that is enough motivation for you to perform on the field, to just deliver the goods and make the supporters happy. So In as much as I can make such a prediction as to who will be starting and all, it really doesn't matter. It's all down to whoever is playing on the field. Whoever is playing on the field, are they motivated enough to actually win the game for us? When moments they are wearing the Kaizer Chiefs jersey, are they motivating themselves? I mean, you don't need fellow man for this. You don't need fellow man to just give you such words and to give you motivation and all that. The jersey itself should motivate them. And if you have a look at the new design of our jersey, it's a clear indication that, you know, the spirit of the Lion lies within them. So it's up to them to actually utilize that spirit, utilize that spirit a lot, and say, look, we need to go out there and fight. We've been letting ourselves down for far too long. It's now time for the Lion who has been sleeping for far too long to actually rise up and roar and deliver.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah, of course. So really.
nice one. I just wanna add, and then Gift can answer also. I just wanna add, when you talk about lineups, Nukovic is still, I think, recovering from surgery, so he's not going to be there on Sunday. I don't think he's going to be there. So it's up to. I mean, we saw what happened last season in the last 2 games or whatever it is, or the games that he wasn't available, how he suffered without him, and now he's not there again. Who's going to be that? I mean, it's Kambule and Castro. I think are the 2 players we have, who are our strikers, our main strikers. I still don't believe they are good enough replacements in this for when Nukovic is injured. What do you think, Gift?
I'll put it like this: against Bloemfontein, against Stellenbosch, the last game of the season, and against Chiefs United, we didn't do enough. So it is because Castro Lukovic was not there in all in 2 games. So what I can say is that if ever Cast fit and ready to play, let's use him. Play behind him. Let Manyama be our edge. Then in the middle, we've got Ngob. We've got a guy. Put a guy. Ngobo. Attack. Let a guy work. Pull up everything in the middle. Stop everything. You put a guy there. No need to put Kende on side. I'm feeling out because of the game. We put a guy in front of the defense. Then our defense be the same. It doesn't need to change.
Because I know all the hardcore, die-hard Kaizer Chiefs fans. A lot of them are screaming for Njangase. Could we see him maybe start in Gavin Hunt's team?
We look at, let's say, the vets last season, and you can more or less see the formation in all the vets that Gavin Hunt had. So we know he likes to play 2 midfield. He had Cole and and Monari, right? So in this case, either we can say Agay, assuming he's proving himself to Gavin, Agay, Noble, the creative one, Agay, the one who's always gonna go with Katande, because he's gonna need somebody who's creative. Either it's gonna be Katande and, let's say, for instance, Manyama, but he definitely likes to play with a 10. The question is, who's going to be his 10? Because he had Domingo as his 10, but who's going to be his 10 at Kaizer Chiefs? To answer your question, Nish, it could be Njangase, or it could be Nobo. Because what we've seen is that Njangase does not like defensive responsibilities. He wants a free role. Just tell him, go attack. We've got guys who will handle the defensive responsibility. He thrives in that system. So it's a question of if if Gavin goes with him having two solid middle fielders and then have Jangasi play as a 10, or have Jangasi compete with Manyama for the 10 position. And also, if we look at his wings, from the likes of Clay, from the likes of Chugumanja, from the likes of Mutupa and all those, he likes guys to fight. He likes guys to run into space behind. He wants wingers that will work for their ball. He wants wingers to make things happen. He doesn't want. Yes, you are going to have wingbacks now and again, Santi bombing up to put in the cross, or Hoto, whoever who was playing on the right. But that rarely happens. So he wants wingers that are willing to work and make things happen on their own. So this is probably where Bilal will thrive, in playing into space. This is maybe where Kambole will do that. But it's going to be difficult, I must say, for Kambole. But the question, who's going to play on the right? Because we know Bilal is going to play on the left. But who's going to play on the right for Kaizer Chiefs? But yeah, I think if anything, Mish, the middle field is a very important piece of this puzzle. You know, the Middendorp, the way he played the long ball, you guys got exposed in the second half of the season, where when you met up with teams that use the middle field, you guys couldn't stop them because you weren't playing like that. You used to just bomb balls forward. So what's going to be important for you guys is to have a middle field, because if you look at Maritzburg, Kutumela, if you look at Buchanan and all those guys that are there, I mean, for you guys to be able to compete properly, you need a stronger middle field. And you're going to have to trust in somebody creative, such as Nobo, Manyama, Njangasi, and I don't know who else. Monare possibly will be that guy, because not only is he defensive, but he also adds going forward. He's a box-to-box middle fielder. But yeah.
Sure. And
will be important for you guys.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you. Lastly, just a quick prediction from anyone on the score, the results. I mean, you said you can't predict anything because it's such an interesting one. But what do you think? It's going to be like is it quarterfinals? Both? Is it 2 legs?
Yeah, quarterfinal. Yeah, no, it's quarterfinal, and it's one.
Just one leg.
It's one round. Yeah, it's just one leg. The 2-legged round will be the semi-final. Yeah.
Okay, so do you think it might go to tell me your predictions? Is it going to be penalties, or is it going to be 1-0, 2-0 to Chiefs? Who knows? Loss to Chiefs?
Penalties are the last thing that I would want for Chiefs to actually go to. But it's going to be too close to call. If it's going to be in 90 minutes, we're going to win by a narrow goal. Would it be 1-0, 2-1, or whatever? But if it's really going to extra time, could be 1-1 after 90 minutes, and then there could be a winner in extra time. But like I said, it's just too close to call. But I'm just hoping that the Kaizer Chiefs go through, whatever the case may be.
Ivan?
3-2.
2 to who?
Anyone. All I know it's going to be 3-2. To who? Well, I guess we'll find out.
Jeez, that's a lot of goals. That's going to be an exciting MTN8 game. Gift?
It's gonna be sloppy, but I think there's gonna be a number of goals.
Lastly, Gift, your prediction.
We are welcoming Evan with a win. You will welcome with a win on Sunday. We are 3-1 on Sunday.
3-1.
Yes.
Sure. Okay, nice one.
That's my prediction.
You're watching Amakosi for Live. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Amakosi for Live, and give us a like on Facebook.